Alright, Shalom. This is Brother Karatazar here out of the GMS Atlanta camp. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that's around the four corners of the world, that's pushing out this truth, giving our diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. Just back, with another quick lesson, a quick hitter, as I entitled them, and I'm going in on the topic of move as a sheep, because I have, and this lesson sparked me, because I have a Jake, that's on the same job as me, an older guy, who knows that he's an Israelite, and how he moves, and how he's basically wide open. He's not being smart, he's being unwise, and ultimately, he really all he's doing is showing his card. I haven't had, not one conversation. I may say, hey, or what's up to the guy, but I haven't had not one conversation with the guy, and I know, what he's into. He's loud, he have phone conversations speaking on, the scriptures, speaking on Esau. He has his, his fringes hanging out of his shirt, and I'm not doing this lesson, just pertaining to him, but this is a lesson to the men who's in the truth, to me as well, to move and be wise, don't be, out in the world, like a 2/3 nigga, man, don't be out, telling everyone, everybody that you encounter or have a conversation with, you try to speak on pulling out scriptures. You can have a conversation with someone without pulling out the scriptures, and they could tell that you're different than the regular person, man. You don't have to, show people, that you're into the Bible, that you hate the so-called white man, the 2/3 of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are gonna die. That's a real, zealous type of spirit to have, man. And ultimately, those guys, and if like that, are gonna be the first ones to fold, man. But without further ado, I'm gonna get this scripture, and this is Matthew 10 and 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." So like it. And I pulled up, this article, on the personality and the characteristics of a sheep, because this is an example, of what we have to be, man. We don't have to be, this seen by everyone. We're supposed to be meek and lowly, man. Because hey, it just said, since behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. These people out here are wolves looking to devour us, man. A wolf is an animal that hunts, man. That preys on sheep. On the weaker animals. So this is from TravelChinaGuide.com. It says sheep personality and characteristics. It says soft-hearted, upright, elegant. Sheep is a meek animal, meaning humble. It says they are very quiet and gentle. So like I was saying before, I want to always, make a scene, man. You know, show people that you have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah without pulling out, you know, Esau is going to die scriptures and America is going to be destroyed scriptures. And, you know, show people that you have the spirit just by the way that you move, you know. That's why us men here at GMS, you know, don't walk around without fringes. One, because you're showing Esau what you're really into, you know, and two, is because we wear them on spiritually, man. You know, we got them on spiritually at all times, man, just by the way we move, man. That's why it's important, you know, for you to move wise and circumspect, you know, when out here, because if not, you might as well have your fringes on, man. You know, you might as well be just like, you know, IUIC or somebody, man. You know, I don't know, you know, I'm not big on other camps, you know, but I believe IUIC does wear their fringes out, man. You know, that's why it's big to move in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah when amongst the wolves, man. You know, it says they are usually very quiet and gentle, holding themselves aloof from the world in a herd, you know, amongst the brothers, man. You know, that's why it's important to be amongst the brothers as well, you know, so you can learn, you know, characteristics of a sheep, man. You know, just a quick testimony. I was, you know, when Apostle Ariam Lab came down, you know, I learned a lot from him, and, you know, even though I wasn't, you know, around him a lot, you know, I watched, man, you know, and I learned, you know, how he moved. You know, he was real meek, you know, lowly, humble. You know, he was when he was out and about, he was very kind to everyone that he encountered. You know, he you know, he wasn't, you know, looking at everything with an evil eye, so to speak. You know, and I learned from it, and I had the utmost respect for him, man. You know, and I try to you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Build myself up to be, you know, like an apostle or an elder, man. That's what this thing is about, man. You know, not trying to form yourself into, you know, you could tell, you know, Jake, you know, they like to try too hard at things, man. You know, let the spirit move, man. You know, don't rush. You know, it says, and they heard all the sheep tend to listen to their leaders and show esteem to them. That's heavy, man. You know, I was just speaking on the apostles and elders. You know, so out here, us being sheep, we must listen, you know, and learn and have some kind of respect for our leaders, man. You know, your camp heads, you know, your first in command, second in command, third in command, you know, the apostles and elders. We must, you know, us younger men, including myself, you know, we must have some type of respect for them, man, because they're showing us the ways of how to move, man. You know, we're learning from them. You know, you don't be disrespectful, you know, to a leader or to a teacher, man. You know, you sit back and you soak things in, man. You know, because ultimately, you know, we're gonna have to lead men that's gonna come into the truth later on, man. You know, so if you haven't been, you know, building yourself up now, when that time comes, you won't be ready. You know, you're moving like, instead of moving like a sheep in the midst of wolves, you're moving as a wolf, man, and you're gonna prove yourself to be a wolf. You know, it says, because of obedient character, sheep are amongst the most popular animals beloved by mankind, man. You know, That's a characteristic of a man of the world, of Salaki, a man of the Lord. You know, man of the Lord is loved, man. I was speaking on Apostle Aramla. People, you could tell people had some sort of love for Apostle Aramla when he came down, you know, just by how he dealt with people, man. You know, going, you know, into the grocery store, having a conversation with people, you know, not being disrespectful. You know, you don't really get that nowadays, man. You know, everyone is angry. You know, everyone is angry. Hey, having this truth don't mean that you can be angry at everything, man. It's really a light. You really gotta the scripture says, let your light shine amongst men. You know, that's what the truth is about, man. Not hot, because if you're angry at everything, you're hiding your light. You know? And it says, sheep are amongst the most popular animals beloved by mankind. The face curve of people born in year of sheep, such as goats, such as ram, exhibits on overall slightly ascending trend, which implies they will finally achieve success late in life. However, if they come across brilliant leaders or people who appreciate their talents, they will distinguish themselves when young. You know, so that was really the main point, you know, I wanted to get on characteristics of being a sheep. You know, it's very, very imperative for us, you know, to move as sheep out here, man. You know, because Jake likes to take advantage of having the truth and feel like everyone else is beneath them, man. You know, that's not a king-like mentality to have. You know, Yahweh Shai dealt with the sinners and publicans, man. You know, this is Matthew 10:16 again. It says, behold, I will send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You know, so that's really the main point that I wanted to hit on. You know, just watching how, you know, we're carrying ourselves, you know, when we out here into the world. You know, because we want to come into situations where we must, you know, use the scriptures without having to think, really have time to think about, you know, what you're doing or how you're doing it. You know, that's why it's important for us to build ourselves up now, you know, in B times, you know, before these things actually start happening. You know, but I didn't want to be too long. You know, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostle.